Guys, just a short film, a short video about this. I just wanted to make a few comments about my points of the royal family not basically allowing Harry, excuse me, and Meghan to continue denigrating and lowering the stature of the monarchy. In my views, the monarchy is an institution. It does not belong to the Windsors. This is something that people don't seem to understand. That the monarchy is an institution. Any family of noble birth could basically be a monarch. It's happened throughout ages and life. And yet the royal family are allowing that, with the latest smear, with Meghan Markle, with this thing. Sorry, I have to break this out. Um, it's really, it's another example about her continue to lie, because now people want to call it, oh, she's providing misinformation. Let's call things for what they are, lies. So she continues to lie. I'm not saying that the monarchy has to engage in a tit for tat, right? Because it's stupid. But there are certain things that have to be clarified. They don't have to say that she's a liar, but they can say that, for example, that that Meghan Markle changed the name on the birth certificate on her own, without, or state that Buckingham Palace did not order the change of the name or correction, without calling her a liar. But she is a liar. But this is just another example of a long list of things that are ongoing, that the royal family, the current royal family, are letting it slide, basically. Now, Harry's talking about the Great Reset, right? Just like his father. And one of the principles of the Great Reset that Prince Charles is talking about is that people should own nothing. Yet, he has been taking steps for years to ensure that he gets a lot of money and that he gets everything done for him, and he has as much property as possible. So, can you please, for example, he had been lobbying to have, sorry, I'm gonna have to walk because I'm freezing, you guys, he had been lobbying for so many years. So finally in 2011 he managed to have Parliament approve that the income or the profits generated from the Duchy of Cornwall would go to the heir of the throne, whether there was a Duke of Cornwall or not. Because prior to that, the income, the Duchy of Cornwall is not really private. It's not really his. It's kind of like a state property. Because before 2011, if there was no Duke of Cornwall, all the Duchy of Cornwall would go back to the state, to the government, and they would manage it, and all the income it generated, it would go to the UK, basically. So Prince Charles managed to rally Parliament so that in 2011 they changed that. So now, regardless of whether this is Duke of Cornwall or not, the money goes to the heir of the throne. He's doing all of this while calling for a great reset where people own nothing. Why? Because he wants to own everything that people own. My point with this is that he is just as hypocrite, and if not worse, than Harry. People also say that when Prince Charles ascends, if he ascends the throne, that he will be different. Why? He has had over 51 years to endear himself to the public. And this is it. This is what you get. He has been plotting all these years. So if he ascends the throne, he will basically reinforce everything. So, I'm sorry. It's really freezing out here, guys. So with this is that the reason why he doesn't condone nor admonish Harry is because he's just the same. They're both in agreement with everything. Prince William has a huge uphill battle, with his father, if he ever ascends the throne. I do believe that Harry and Meghan should by now, but it's not only them. I've said it in my videos. I really do believe that rules to protect the monarchy as an institution have to be enforced to protect the monarchy as an institution from royal family members who are crooks, who are abusing the privileges that come with having that position. Now, people also say that Meghan Markle, it was too hard for her. It wasn't. It would, that she couldn't adapt. There was nothing for her to adapt to because she was never intending and staying in the royal family. I would she's not smart. If she had been smart, if I had been her, I would have been the best person. I would have worked for at least 3 years, made myself indispensable. You know what I mean? Made myself be really loved. I would have embraced my family. I would have done everything possible to make myself so loved that when I actually do want to leave, I would have given them at least 3 years. I would have had another child. And I would have endeared myself so much to the public that when I actually left, and I would have left in really good terms. I would have said, you know what, I have tried a royal life. However, I would like to be private. I give up all my titles. Thank you very much for everything. If there's anything I can do, I will do it. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, it's snowing. Yay. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I can assure you that the UK people would have loved her. The whole world would have loved her. And Harry as well. But they didn't do that because they never intended on staying in the royal family. They just intended on scamming it. Now, the royal family, you know what I mean? I go on and on again about this because her lawsuit is not about privacy. It's about the fact that she got bad PR with the same letter backfired. That's really it. I do believe that deals are ongoing behind closed doors with Buckingham Palace, the judge, and the Markles. It is a terrible thing for the UK. People do deserve the answers. People have to get the answers. People have to keep their eye on the ball on March 31st because a lot of shit is going to be thrown before March 31st to divert the attention from actually that day for the royal family having to do something. Now, to me, all these lawsuits that Harry and Meghan are doing, they're using them as a platform because everything that, all these trials are public. So everything they submit goes on the record unless the judge strikes it. But at least they get publicity and they can spew whatever lies. And they have been held, they've been allowed to run free. They should be held for contempt. Harry put forth an article saying that he was donating the money he got from the lawsuit. He didn't get any money. He got $2,500. He actually lost money. And actually the newspaper donated the money because nobody trusts him. He has been taking money that he's not accounting for, pretty much embezzling. And these are all my opinions, by the way. Sorry, I'm gonna walk because I am freezing, guys. Anyways, but I do go back to that the royal family, the current family occupying the throne, are not behaving. Most of them are not behaving the way they should. And it is mandatory now to have a letters patent to regulate the use and conduct of all the members of the royal family. There shouldn't be, the members of the royal family should only be the Queen and her husband, the heir to the throne and his wife, which is Prince Charles, and then his first son, his wife, and the first son, if he's not married. That's it. All the other people are just hanging around. That's it. Those are the senior royals. Yet we still have Meghan and Harry on their website as members of the royal family. People tell me, well, they are part of the royal family. There's a bunch of them that are part of the royal family. You have, it has to. I'm sorry, I keep going on about it, but it has to. It has to be established that only that ex-wives cannot use, or ex-spouses cannot use royal titles. Royal titles cannot be used for personal gain or personal financial ventures. Um, and only British citizens can hold or use royal titles. You know, and only, like the people directly, like the ones that the law stipulates, which is the Queen, her husband, her firstborn and his wife, his firstborn and his wife, and or husband, and children if they don't have. Right now, the Queen was absolutely right when she took that picture where it showed her, Charles, William, and George. That's it. Those are the senior royal members of the royal family. That's it. So those letters patents has to be written, and the Queen has to do something on March 31st. The titles must definitely he has to be made into a private citizen and titles removed. Don't let all this crap about the birth certificate, Harry huffing and puffing. Those are all distractions. The answers must be given, and they have to account for the money that was transferred from the Royal Foundation to Harry, because I'm pretty sure that Prince William transferred that money because he thought that they were going to remain in the royal family, and they took off with it. Now the Disney money, the charities regulation body, they told me that they have nothing to do with that because it was a deal that was struck between two private individuals or companies, Disney and Travelist. So the only people who can sue Harry or report him is Disney. So anyways, these people are completely bankrupt. It's time to regulate the institution and purge the institution from people who are, well, corrupt. If you have a bad fruit or a rotten fruit and healthy fruit, it will also get rotten if you don't remove that fruit. What do you think? Please let me know what you think. Be nice, and these are all just my opinions. Just for you guys, I hope you enjoyed the view. Look, it's pretty, yeah?